look at what is actually needed to succeed, okay, and why do lawyers not already do that. And I'll give you a simple calculation, and I'll explain also why it works, okay. And I will take your chats also in the end. Some of you have been asking questions. Okay, so what is needed to succeed? One important point which we miss out is an industry focus for legal services. What do I mean by an industry focus? Uh, Usually, as lawyers, we have studied 50, 60 subjects in law school, and we look at it like this: maritime law, family law, intellectual property law, constitutional law, tax law. Now look at a business. Okay, does a business have to categorize these different areas, or for a business it's all integrated? So a business could be in the technology space, it could be in the manufacturing space, it could be in the retail space, it could be a cab delivery service, there could be various kinds of businesses. Now you want to it could be an OTT platform, so it is in the media and entertainment space. There could be a construction company, so you want to focus on the industry. Okay, if you're focusing on startups, for example, it's going to be startups uh, with 20 to 100 employees and revenues of 50 lakhs to 10 crores. Now that is how sharp you want to get, and you have to remove the idea that I do all kinds of legal work and people with all kinds of work can come to me. Okay, that has to go away, and we have to be very clear. This is the industry we serve. Now that industry we have to serve end to end also. Okay, what happens a lot of times is that we are not solving the problems of the industry end to end. I can say I'm a technology lawyer and I do technology law work. Now what does that mean? Should I only do technology contracts, data protection issues, advise on drones, drone privacy and other issues around drones, advise e-commerce companies and do contracts around those things? Or should I also look at investment transactions that a technology company takes up? Should I look at corporate governance issues that arise in a technology company? Okay, now that is the important part, because what happens is sometimes we get too blinkered, and this especially happens if you are, say, doing a registration service, okay, trademark registration service. Some people will do trademark registration and prosecution, but for whom? For everyone? All right, if you're doing it for everyone, then you are playing a volumes game, because you need enough clients to give you that work. Once a client comes, you do that work, it's over after it's gone, right? So you're not catering to the whole nature of the client's work. You're getting it, the client may have a tax issue, they may have some other issue, they may have a contracts issue, they may want to monetize their IP, there may be some connection of their IP, there may be some services they need because to prevent their IP from being infringed on the internet. Okay, so now for those things there are related services you can add, and even if you stick to IP, you will be able to add at least 10 new services for monetization and protection if you're just doing trademark registration and prosecution work. Okay, now what most people do is they stay either at the entry point and just stick there, or they go wide. Like I was giving trademark registration, now I'll give you all the registrations in the world. Again, lack of industry focus. If you want to cater to only restaurant industry, you want to get them FSSAI registration, fine, you do FSSAI, trademarks, employment, and then go deeper, go into other issues, employee termination issues, contract labor related issues, go into contracts, go into more stuff. Okay, but cater to one industry, but cater thoroughly, so that if you get a client, you can realize maximum revenues, because the kind of client who's coming to you wants a one stop all solution. They want an outsourced general counsel, effectively, or a lawyer whom they can trust with everything. So it's like a mini law firm you are running, but at a smaller scale. And sometimes, of course, because the company is smaller, you won't have so many facts, the fact situations will be a little simpler, but they still want a one stop solution. So you want to, now you can't give one stop solution to all industries in all areas. So you want to focus on one industry, real estate. Okay, let me help developers with different kinds of legal work, starting with sectoral real estate focused work, but other things that a real estate developer may also face. Then you need clients who have the ability to pay and the willingness to pay for legal services, right? So what are now, you can't have, if you're thinking as far as generating revenue and money is concerned, for that I'm saying, I'm not saying that this is the only work you should be doing. I'm not saying that for sure you must do work that makes a difference, that pro bono work, all of that. But for the revenue part of your practice, you will need to cater to clients who have the ability or willingness to pay. By definition, companies would have the ability to pay. So you want to look at companies which are generating revenue, and there they have a need for legal services. But when lawyers come to me, they say that, okay, I want to do work for companies and I'm looking for a job or I'm looking for a retainer mandate. And then I ask that, what is the work you can do for them? They are like, I can do a few commercial agreements. Okay. Now, do you understand that this is on the surface? Like, it doesn't help me appreciate how you can solve my problem. Let's say today you want to go and buy a laptop or a phone or a TV screen. Okay. Even if you buy a TV, you are going to compare TVs from different brands and you're going to see which one is better, more features, more value for money, better testimonials, right? If you're doing that for a TV, why will people not do that for a lawyer, right? So if they are coming to you and they're saying that, okay, I want, if you want to work for a company, you will have to actually identify that what are the problems you will solve for a company. And any business has a cycle. Okay, what do I mean by a cycle? There are, one is that there are many departments in a business, many aspects of a business, so you can help various business functions in different ways. So when a business is small, it's in the idea stage. When it's ultimately hitting success, it's going to go into the IPO stage, raising money from public markets. Some businesses will be operating in India, but they will raise money from foreign public markets, something like what Make My Trip did. Okay. Now, question is this, that between this, what are the different phases? A business will go through the hiring stage. A business will go through the sales and distributorship and the franchising stage. It will do its marketing. It may set up its online retail store. It may so now it may hire employees, of course, to expand operations and all of that. It may incorporate offshore subsidiaries. So now these are the kinds of things that pertain to the business cycle, which one has to figure out, that how do I help a business address a problem that they have. Okay, now which are the clients who have ability to pay? Three kinds of clients. Okay, clients or who have the ability and willingness to pay. Clients who are going to jail. Okay, if clients are saving money, that is in tax litigation or similar litigation. Or third, if you are helping them do business or save money in other ways, not from the government or not from certain transactions, but in a different way. Like let's say I have a huge risk of disputes from from the people who distribute products to me, and while I've made the payment, while I have rejected certain products because their quality was not good, but I fear that owing to lack of documentation, I may receive a legal notice from them any point in time. Okay, or so these kind of situations can arise, and these create open business risks which are uncapped. Sometimes there will be situations where if I can use a contract to plug my business risk, I will do that. In fact, if I'm going to professionally raise investment and look at raising venture capital, private equity, or go to an IPO, I would need every aspect of my business legally documented, right? So now that will make me reduce risk, and it will enable me to meet a regulatory requirement uh, where I need to enter into those contracts. But it will definitely commercially reduce risk for me. So that kind of situation, clients will pay you. Now, so we have identified the industry. So how to limit our industry? You'll need to do this for your practice, by the way. Huh? Then clients who have the ability to pay, you've just identified. So within the industry also, you will think that, okay, am I helping somebody do business faster, more quickly? Am I saving them from future legal costs? Am I helping somebody do better tax planning, or is there a notice they've received from a tax authority? If they defend it properly, will they save money? Am I helping somebody get out of jail or preventing them from going to jail? Okay, this is going to be very important. A lot of times individuals may not have the willingness or the ability to pay, but yes, to get off your practice, to get your practice kick-started, or for an or in certain exceptional circumstances, it can happen. For example, if you're doing matrimonial cases only for celebrities, okay, or you are helping independent film producers get into product placement deals. Okay, there are examples of situations where individuals may want to pay, but a lot of times they do not, and their need is not recurring, in the sense that they'll do one thing and they'll get done with. But however, yeah, of course, if there's a celebrity and they're doing celebrity endorsements one after another, or if there's a sports star who's doing endorsements one after another, there the need is going to be recurring. But in a lot of cases, this kind of need is not recurring.